no C. I am so happy to be back, and today I am kicking it off with something good for this video. Today we are going to do Sayber's Meat Lovers Deep Dish Quiche. That's a long word, but anyways, let's get into this video. So I miss you guys. I hope you all miss me and miss my lovely food that I've been making. So I have a lot of videos for you. I'll be pushing those out because like I explained many times before, I just haven't really got a schedule down just because I'm in school, y'all, and school is just my life right now. It's like I have to get done with school first before anything, and I need to get my education, you know what I mean? So, anyways, let's get into the video. So, first things first is we're going to start off making this really simple, easy, good brunch dish. You can either make it during the, during the beginning of the day for breakfast. You can make it in the middle of the day. You can even have it late at night as a snack, y'all. But I simply love this dish just because it's super easy to make, and once you know how to make it, you'll be making it over and over again for your family, for your friends, for yourself, for your pets, for anybody else in the house. So let's get started. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, what I simply did was I took a bag of hash browns, and they're just simply regular old hash browns. They're not seasoned or anything like that, and I actually seasoned them myself with some salt and pepper. I put some melted butter in there, and we're gonna make a crust. Now usually a quiche is like a really thin type of pie that's made out of eggs, and either it has some type of vegetable like spinach or zucchini or something like that. But this is a little bit different. This is some turned up type of quiche, and we're going to turn it up a bit by making a hash brown crust. Now, I've seen some recipes like this before, and I thought that I would put my own twist to it. So this is definitely not something that I just made up. However, this is my own way of making it. So what I did was I took the hash browns, I sauteed, I lightly seasoned them, and then I put some melted butter, and then I started to form a crust like you would do any type of pie that you make. And pop it in the microwave or pop it in the oven at 400 for 20 to 25 minutes until it becomes golden brown at the bottom. Now, while that's in the oven doing its thing, we're going to get to the filling, which is the meat and the base and the foundation. Well, not the foundation, but it's the base of this quiche. So I started off with a half of loose pork sausage. It was just regular pork sausage. It wasn't anything special. You can use whatever you like, and what's good about this dish is you can make it and you can customize it to your own liking. So if you want to do an all vegetable one, if you want to do an all meat one, if you want to do maybe even a seafood one, I mean, and the ideas of making this are endless. So definitely let me know if you make it. Leave comments down below. So what I did was I started off with some loose pork sausage. I got that all ground up, and I got that starting to cook. Once it was about halfway done, then I added in the rest of the meat. I just basically used anything that I had in my refrigerator, y'all. So this is not something I just went to the store and bought. I actually had all this stuff in my refrigerator and used what I had. The only thing I didn't have was the hash browns. So I waited till it got halfway done with the sausage, and then I put in some turkey polo sausage. I cut that up, and I also threw in some sliced turkey bacon. I was trying to get rid of all this stuff, honestly, which is why I made this. So I got that ground up and starting to cook. Once that started to cook, then I'm going to add in my seasonings. Now, for this filling, you don't need to add any type of salt. The turkey and the pork has salt in it enough. So the only thing I added was some herbs and some seasonings, which was garlic, oregano. I also added in some dried onion powder, and then I threw in some dashes of some Tabasco to give it some heat, some spice in your life. You know what I mean? You don't have to use Tabasco if you don't want, but I love hot, I love heat, I love spicy food. So that's what I did in this one. And like I said, you can make this customize it to your own, so you don't have to necessarily put everything that I put in my quiche, but if you want to taste it and try it, you know what I mean, you can go ahead and do it and let me know down below if you did. So I threw in some dashes of Tabasco, and then I just started to mix that up. It cooked quickly, about like 10 to 15 minutes, and it was done. It didn't take very long for it to cook because actually the rest of it's going to cook in the pie when I put it back in the oven. So you don't have to worry about overcooking this or cooking it all the way through because it's going to finish cooking in the oven. So once I got that all stirred up and cooked and the sausage was done, I then threw in some vegetable. I threw in some some blanched broccoli that I also needed to use up before it went bad. So I threw in some broccoli that was already pre-boiled and that was already cooked. I'm sorry, and then I threw in some scallions to give it some more zest and freshness. So I threw in some scallions in there. I just rough chopped that and mix that up, and that was the filling for my quiche pie, which is absolutely good, you guys. I'm still eating on it. Actually, I got like one slice left, and I'm savoring every bit of it. It's so freaking good. Oh my god, I hope you all try this recipe out and let me know what you think about it. Also, don't forget, this recipe will be listed on my blog spot at sayberscooking.blogspot.com, so be sure to check out the link so you can get the direct measurements and ingredients and all that good stuff. So after my after my hash brown crust was all done, you see it's starting to brown at the bottom. I then took it out of the oven, and then now we're going to start assembling the quiche. So I threw in some of the filling that I made previously, and you see it's still hot and it's still good and gooey. I can just eat that right there, like how it is, like just like that. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to go and do more. So I threw in some sliced cheddar cheese that I already had. See, I told you I'm using what I got in my refrigerator, and I ripped it up. Not nothing special, because it's gonna melt anyway. So you don't need to evenly cut it or nothing like that. You can rip it up with your hands, and then we're gonna do like a layer. So the first layer was the filling. Then we threw in some sliced cheddar cheese on top. Kraft and Velveeta is good for this too. And then we're gonna throw in another layer of the filling right on top, which is the rest of the filling. And then after we throw that in, we're gonna put another layer of the sliced cheese on top. So you're layering it. So, and I like it that way because you get everything in that pie. You get a taste of everything. You get a taste of the hash brown, the broccoli, the scallions, the turkey bacon, the sausage, and the cheese, and all that good stuff, and the egg, of course. So don't forget, I forgot about the egg. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a quiche. However, I did not. But you get all of that in this quiche, which I really love. It's kind of like an everything in one type of dish. You don't have to go out and make things separately. It's just all in one, and it's good to make ahead of time and just bake early in the morning. Let your kids get up and eat it, and they can eat it on the go. So like I said, I layered that, and then after I put the slice of cheese on the at the very top, now we're gonna throw in the egg. I just whipped up some egg. I did not season my egg because, once again, the sausage and the turkey bacon, the Polish sausage was enough seasoning, so you don't need to season anymore. And then I just threw in the egg, and now we're gonna take our spatula and we're gonna press down, because I want that egg to evenly get through all of the meat and the vegetable and the cheese, so it can all spread out evenly. So make sure that you mash it down just a little bit so the egg can get evenly coated and everybody gets a piece of the egg. You know what I mean? And then boom, voila, you're done. Now, right after this, I love cheese, and my boyfriend absolutely loves cheese. Like, he's like a cheese fanatic. I sprinkled some more cheese on top, and this was just some cheddar cheese. It's gonna get nice, melted and gooey, and just, oh my god, you guys, this is so freaking good. Oh, I love it. So I popped it in my oven. I let that bake at 400 for 30 to 35 minutes, and voila, you have the finishing product right here. It looks like cornbread, don't it? Aha, it's not. It's not cornbread. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. So basically what you want to do here is, once you take it out the oven, you want to get a butter knife, and you want to go around the edge to make sure that it doesn't stick to it, and so that when you cut the slices, they can come out evenly and pull apart nicely. What I did forget to mention is, before you put the hash browns in the pan, whatever pan that you're cooking this in, you want to make sure that that pan is well greased. So use some type of oil spray or olive oil or butter, and make sure that it is well greased, because if you don't, the hash browns are going to stick, and you're not going to have it come out like mine's did. So you want to make sure it does that, and when it does, you have no problem, because then you can go around the edge, and then it's easy to come out, so everybody will get a piece of everything in that quiche. You don't want nothing to go to waste, so make sure that is very well greased. Also, another thing that I forgot to mention as well is, make sure that you have a really thick crust when you make this. You don't want it to be too thin, otherwise